The new Defend Hero Rankings event is out, and we are going to be taking on Ultra difficulty as well as Extreme difficulty. Now, Ultra I don't expect to be too hard. We'll have to see how much health Endeavor has on Extreme difficulty and see how many tries it takes us to get through it. Here is the team I am going to be using it here. Just a second, got to pick the friend unit. We'll go with that friend unit. But here is the team I'm going to be using. I am running the Fantasy Todoroki, the new Endeavor, who I already have to level 100. I will be doing a showcase on him later in Ultra Arena as well as Climax Battle. He is very good. I will also be using All Might on this team. I feel like this team hits really hard, and hopefully it works out. We don't have any healers, obviously, so we're going into this hoping we don't need healers and that we can just do enough damage quickly to get through this. Let's go ahead and hop in. Alright, so Ultra difficulty, it looks like Endeavor has 672,000 health. We're going to go ahead and we're going to use Shoto's Ice Fog first to give ourselves extra crit rate as well as barriers. Then we're going to go ahead and use Flame Burst with a chance of burning, but I don't think it's going to burn because Endeavor resists, of course. And then we are going to go ahead and use Carolina Smash, and that does piercing damage. And we'll use the friend unit on the plus ultra turn if we make it to that point and we need to. Alright, good crits. Beautiful damage. The barrier obviously didn't do a whole lot because the enemy Endeavor had a multi-hit attack. We have done a decent amount of damage already though. Alright, 99,999 damage, and it looks like the Endeavor is burning, so we got that going for us. That's nice for us, right? Let's go ahead and see how long that burn is going to last. 2 more turns, perfect. Okay, we'll go ahead and use our plus ultras here, and then this one increases character skill impact by 30% with the plus ultra. This skill gains piercing shot when the opponent's burning, so we should see a decent amount of damage here from Endeavor if he even gets the chance to go. We'll see. Let's go ahead and do our attacks. It looks like Endeavor goes before Todoroki, but he goes after All Might, and the friend Endeavor might just end this. Let's see. Alright, friend Endeavor 34,000. All Might 64. Oh, I expected 99 from All Might. Not gonna lie. 73. Okay. And now we have our Endeavor going. 99,000 damage, perfect, exactly what you would expect. Ultra difficulty, an absolute breeze. Very easy to complete with this team. I am, of course, using a level 130 All Might and a level 100 Todoroki and Endeavor, but I still think this will be relatively easy even for newer players, as long as they have a few good blue units. It might be a struggle for some people to get blue units, but hopefully you guys have some that are somewhat okay. Like, there are a ton of good blue units to choose from. I think personally in the game, like, they have put quite a few in recently, like the World Heroes missions Deku and Rody, the World Heroes missions Todoroki is very good, like the blue Bakugo is very good. There's plenty of good options for blue characters. With all that said, let's head over to Extreme difficulty and see how it goes. We are using the same exact team you guys saw before for Ultra difficulty here on Extreme, but this time we have 9,751,500 health to get through. We're gonna have to see how that goes. Yeah, this Endeavor has a lot of immunities, it looks like, when you go in here and look. He has defense up, which is annoying. He has burn resist down, which is good, so he has a higher chance of getting burned, I guess, in this particular stage. Like every other time you see Endeavor, I said it in Ultra, like we weren't gonna burn him, because every other time he has burn resist, but now we have burn resist down, so that helps us, I guess. I guess they wanted to make the new Endeavor useful in this, essentially. And then he, in turn, though, reduces burning and bleeding damage to the character by 95%, and he's also immune to confusion, paralysis, meat lump, and stun. So don't try to bring like Seiji Shishikura into this, because he's not going to perform very well if he can't meat lump. So we're going to go ahead and do our normal skill chain like we did before in Ultra. We'll save the friend plus Ultra till turn 3. We did not get the frostbite. No burn there either, unfortunately. Okay, so we missed those status elements. That kind of sucks. This time we might actually lose characters, or like guarantee that we're going to lose characters. We're going to see if we can make it to turn 15 without a healer. If I do lose too many characters, or we don't make it to turn 15, I'll switch up my team a little bit, throw a healer on here, you know, and see how it goes then. All right, let's go ahead and use these. All Might just does so much damage. Oh, our Endeavor's gonna die. Oh, he's so low. And their Endeavor goes first. That's annoying. All right, friend Endeavor, here we go. 37,000, we got the burn. All Might for 99,000, big. Todoroki for 61,000, defense down. Our Endeavor for 58,000, unfortunately not 99,000. Oh, we gained a lot of health back on Endeavor. That's good. It might not mean anything right now, though. Yep, doesn't mean anything. All right, so we got the World Heroes missions Deku coming out. The Impy Power Deku. We haven't had a lot of opportunities to use him, so I think it's going to be fun to use him here. All right, let's go ahead and do our skill chain. All right, 95,000 damage. I will say I don't think this new Endeavor that we have on our team is designed for this particular stage very well, because he's designed to take on multiple enemies and ignore aggro. Obviously, no aggro happening here. You don't have multiple enemies for the multi-hit to hit, so just keep that in mind. All right, let's go ahead and use our plus ultras. 99,000, good. Another 99,000, beautiful. Let's see how much Deku and Rody do. 63,000, not terrible. All right, who's he going after? Looks like Todoroki. Yep. Oh, Todoroki is somehow still alive. I don't know how he survived that. Did he have a barrier? I didn't think he had a barrier. You know what? We'll take it. I'm not going to question it. All right. All Might just hit so hard, man. All right, now we're getting down to the last of our characters. We're only on turn 8, so definitely going to need a healer for this one, guys. Bring a healer along. Ultra, you don't need one. Seems like extreme if you want to make full use of the turns. Bring a healer or a character who binds, apparently. A character who binds would potentially be good as well, so that Deku and Rody could be useful. What was he immune to again? He is immune to confusion, paralysis, meat lump, and stun. So yeah, you can't stun. All right. Jesus, he does a lot of damage. Okay, well, we're probably gonna die right here. Get one more hit in, and then dead. All right, let's see how much damage we did on the first run. Let's see how much damage we did. All right, you know what? 1,500,000 is not terrible. It's not fantastic either, considering we only got halfway through the turns. I'm gonna switch the team up a little bit. I'm gonna do a couple more tries, and then I'll show you guys the highest damage try that I got, and I'll also show you the I'll tell you the highest damage try that I got, and then I'll show you the very last run, which will hopefully be the highest damage try that I get is the last run by the time I get done with this. So yeah. All right, so it is going to take me 6 tries to do this. I found a team that gets me about 2,100,000 damage every time, roughly. As you can see on this run, I got 2,082,000, which isn't terrible. I will show you what that team is here in a second when we do this final run. All right, so for the final run, you can see I'm still running Endeavor and I'm still running All Might, but now I have Nejire in place of Fantasy Todoroki. Nejire is my healer. She's also my status element nullificationer because she's going to help us prevent the burn that Endeavor can put on us. Eventually, she does die when you make it to turn 15. But she dies around like turn 8, 9, or 10 or something like that. Just it varies, right? But then I have another healer. I chose specifically Celebration Deku to come out to replace Nejire because he gives defense to your team and he's just an insane healer, right? But you could use pretty much any other healer in the game that you wanted and probably get away with it. Now Nejire does give evasion, but the evasion isn't, super useful because Endeavor can hit you anyways through the evasion. So the main reason for having Nejire here is the status element nullification, the healing, and the crit resist, so we don't get critted as much. It gives you a lot of survivability on your team. I do have a memory on her that gives her composure and extra max health, and that memory is Fantasy Meadow. If you guys don't know what that is, go check it out on the My Hero Ultra Impact website. You can find Fantasy Meadow there. It is a UR memory. I do have it fully DX though, so it's giving me a lot of health and it helps keep Nejire alive longer. But I do recommend bringing like one healer and then 2 strong blue units to help you get as much damage as possible. If you were able to get a higher damage run than a 2,100,000 damage run, let us know down in the comments, you know, what team you ran to do that. Let us know how many tries it took you to get through this extreme difficulty. With all that said, let's go ahead and do our final run here and get through this last 650,000 health of Endeavor. And for crit purposes, I have a crit memory on Endeavor that gives crit to the whole team if you use it in a 3rd successfully executed skill chain. I do not have a crit memory on Injure, so that helps her get a few crits in once in a while. Like right there. And you can see the big damage from All Might. All Might is definitely one of my MVPs in this. And I would say Endeavor is an MVP too. He does a ton of damage when his health is high, but his whole passive kit is based on health. So as his health gets lower, he does less damage, which kind of sucks. Alright, 54,000. We hit the crit with Injure. Gives our team evasion, 70,000. And 61,000 with our Endeavor. And you can see, even though we had evasion there, he was still able to hit us. We'll go ahead and use the friend unit here. This might finish it for us. Depends on how much damage. Not quite. Pretty close though. Enters destruction mode. And he's down to 1 health. He's got that last stand going for him. I believe we should be able to kill him this turn. We'll see. Alright, yep, and there we go. He is officially dead. So that took us 6 tries to get through Endeavor. This was one of the harder extremes, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it was harder to figure out a team to come up with that could consistently get at least 2 million damage. It was a bit rough to find a team that could do that, but let me know, like I said, down in the comments if you guys found a better team that could get you 2 million damage consistently or higher. Let us know what your damage was. If you guys enjoyed this video, please go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.